Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, folks. I just want to say I was quite impressed with the displays out front. I think it really exemplifies the important work that you as members do, and we should also be proud of the work that we do, and I think this is just a small drop in the bucket of all that. So I was just really impressed by that this morning. Again, my presentation here. Just as a overview of IETO, what IETO does, people always ask me, what is IETO and what are they responsible for? So we have mainly responsible for professional qualifications, admissions, certifications and standards, program evaluations, including national accreditation, education and education delivery, complaints and discipline. So those are the core areas that IETO is involved with. And again, when we say IETO, it's the Institute of Engineering Technology of Ontario. And we never stand still. We're constantly reviewing our policies, whether by choice or by need. When we say by need, that of course is by legislative requirements such as the Office of the Fairness Commissioner. We're always moving forward with an innovative approach to the task at hand to uphold the standard and apply it with fairness, transparency, objectivity, and impartiality. Moving forward with some of the initiatives that IETO has worked on this past year and moving forward, and President-elect Morley has touched upon this as well. IETO's vision of online applications and online file reviews has taken a major step forward with the introduction of the regular online applications earlier this year. Programming for 2 other applications is currently underway. The upgrading application for an associate, upgrading to full member, and the reclassification application for a C.E.T, moving to a C.E.T. So we're quite excited about some of these online initiatives. Further, staff are developing new processes for online file reviews and designing new electronic forms for use by both staff and the admissions committee. To enable online file reviews, the current files must be scanned so they can be reviewed and accessed electronically. This project is well underway as well, with the bulk of it to be completed by the end of the year. Since file reviewers no longer have to come to the office, an added benefit allows for greater member participation. Again, these files, for any of those that have achieved C.E.T at the end of 2011, those files will be microfilmed and be safeguarded as this remains secure and durable data storage media. Some of these files go back to 50 years. So my file, for instance, sits in the basement of our head office collecting dust. So you know, we as a technology professionals of Ontario, this is a good step forward for that. So we're looking forward to this project as well. Kind of take some space down in the basement and be more safe for our staff when you access those files. Our registrar and his colleagues on the Council of Registrars, or CORE, continually to maintain and improve the national technology benchmarks, the national standards in use across the country for both certification and accreditation. Changes to our current certification database need to be made to accommodate their use. Significant work, again, by staff is ongoing in the standards in order to work with the national technology benchmarks. Identifying, upgrading, and reclassification programs under the NTB, for example, is only one of the major changes required. The IETO academic database is an amalgamation of our resources to accommodate electronic files and file reviews, so you can start to see how all these puzzles of the pieces are starting to come together for online electronic reviewing. Office, the Fairness Commissioner, I think we've all heard some of this requirements that we have over the years. 5 or 6 years we require a report to the Office of the Fairness Commissioner. The Registrar's Office, well, I have a TD visa payment here that came up. Just a second here. There, close that. Got all these pop-ups in this iPad. Yeah, yeah. So, anyway. Yeah. My wife must be shopping again. Anyways. She's not here. She knows she's online. The registered office is delighted that our policies remain in compliance with the OFC. And again, that's your acronym for Office of the Fairness Commissioner. We're delighted that we are in compliance with their requirements and that our commendable practices continue to receive praise. Recommendations for improvement were primarily website related, with the request and information which was already on the website. We just kind of removed duplication and removed other areas as more accessible to that. Another requirement is conflict of interest policies for staff and human rights training. And the conflict of interest policy is currently going to be vetted through the policy committee chaired by past President Saunders. Further, staff and board members have already received cultural diversity training for the OFC requirements. Professional practice exam. IETO has begun to work on updating the PPE, study materials and accompanying components, the exam questions in the seminar. This will give IETO an opportunity to increase the emphasis on certification requirements, standards, the code of ethics, and rules of professional conduct, and increase the members' knowledge of the IETO terms of reference. Our PPE serves as a model for other provincial associations and is regarded as the gold standard of PPEs. This past year, 1,465 members wrote the PPE, and 400 students wrote the PPE embedded at college partners. Some of these acronyms are very difficult to say this time in the morning. In keeping with our online initiatives, the project is underway. Another project is to post sample technology reports on our website. Currently, we do have copies of the TR reports available at head office, but we've had a lot of, concerns and so forth, and feedback about putting these online. So we're currently in the process of doing that. A few copyright issues that we're working through and so forth, but we're hope to have those up very shortly. Getting to the fun part here. Let's see here. 22 misuse of titles. 22 misuse of titles, cease and desist letters have been issued in protection of our professional designations, rights, and image. The defendant settled out of court in misuse and certification tampering case. This was originally brought about through inquiries from a prospective employer. It's good to know that employees check this. Employers check, for the credentials, were they properly certified with our association, and we need to keep up the diligence and the protection of your title and your profession. So anytime you see anyone doing that, please bring that to the attention of the registrar's office. Only one complaint was received and dealt with this past year. The member was found not to be at fault and no discipline case ensued. The complainant was not happy with the result, since it was not in their favor, and that's typically the case if one complains. After investigating options, we have introduced procedures which will enhance our complaints and discipline policy, ensuring fairness and objectivity for both sides. We've had another banner year in IETO, and certainly policy proposals such as the 3- and 6-year rule, streamlining designations, online exam and college initiatives, all innovative approaches to moving members to certification, have played their part, and over the past few years, our numbers have been very impressive. New applications, upgrades, reclassifications, proposals, TRs, reinstatements, transfers, applications of all types keep staff and admissions committee and your IETO board very busy. College partnerships continue to grow, with 8 colleges now offering the PPE and 2 actively promoting certification of faculty. The online seminar continues to pick up speed, and members embrace its convenience. A useful method to keep one's resume or portfolio up to date, especially in uncertain economic times, is the PLAR and the Record of Continuous Learning. Here in Canada, colleges are very in tune to PLAR, and one college is making the preparation of a portfolio and a graduation requirement. And again, IETO has this RCL as a tool for your need right on the website. Status quo, moving forward, more likely steam ahead. IETO has been very busy this past year. NTB for certification, online initiatives, electronic access to files, new processes, forms, scanning, college outreach and so forth. These are all keeping us moving forward, and ladies and gentlemen, these are innovation realities with IETO. Thank you very much.